We worked with buyers who came to Charlotte with $600,000 budget and ended up completely in the wrong neighborhood. Not because of the money, but because nobody showed them the map.
Same budget, two completely different outcomes. And the difference usually comes down to one decision most buyers make way too early.
We're breaking down exactly where 400, 600, and 800K actually puts you in the Charlotte market in 2026. The commute reality, the lifestyle difference, and the mistakes people avoid in these price points.
And stick around because the 600K section has a specific trap we see a lot of relocation buyer falls into constantly, and it costs them the neighborhood they actually wanted.
We recently worked with a family relocated from New Jersey, $650,000 budget. They assumed they ended up in a townhome or a small home close to the city. Well, they ended up in a 3,200 square foot home in Huntersville with a pool and a 3-car garage.
That's what this market can do when you understand where your budget actually puts you. That's exactly what we're showing you today.
And if you're relocating to the Charlotte market, grab your free relocation guide in the description below. It maps out all 3 of these price ranges across 10 plus neighborhoods side by side.
Before we jump into the price ranges, here's how the Charlotte area is actually laid out. Uptown Charlotte sits in the center. Most suburbs relocation buyers move to are 20 to 45 minutes outside the city.
Here's a pattern you'll see at every single price point. The closer you are to the city, the smaller your home and your lot tend to be. The farther out you are, the more spacious and new construction you'll find, but commute times still increase.
Yes, understanding this trade-off is everything. I mean, for us, it was worth it, right? Because of your lifestyle depends on which side of the equation matters more to you. So let's start with the 400K range.
So around the 400K range, many relocation buyers are entering the Charlotte market for the first time. And here's what surprises most of them.
Inside Charlotte, at this price point, you're typically looking at townhomes or smaller single-family homes, generally around 1,400 to 2,000 square feet. Common areas include East Charlotte, University City, and parts of Still Creek.
The big advantage here is location. Many of those neighborhoods are 15 to 25 minutes from Uptown Charlotte. You have a quick access to the major employers, hospitals, and universities.
Right. Now, if you're willing to move slightly outside the city, places like Concord or Gastonia, that same 400K budget stretches significantly further. You get larger homes, more yard, more space, and you get quieter suburban streets.
If you're into that kind of thing.
Yeah.
But here's the trade-off most buyers underestimate. During peak traffic times, many of those areas can run 40 to 50 minutes from Uptown Charlotte. We always tell buyers, map your commute before you fall in love with the house.
Yes, don't fall in love with the house. It's a complete package. We worked with a buyer relocated from Atlanta with a $420,000 budget. She assumed that she would have to compromise on everything. We found her a 3-bedroom in University City, 15 minutes from her office, updated kitchen, and a lovely backyard. She closed in 30 days. The key was knowing exactly which to focus on.
That's right. Who the 400K range works well for. If you work remote or hybrid, you want to enter the market sooner. Or if being closer to the city is your priority, this range delivers.
Yes. Now, who this may not be for. Now, if you're looking for a brand new construction, large square footage, and a short commute, this price point will feel very limiting in Charlotte.
But where things tend to change is when buyers move into the 600K range, because this is where most of the relocation buyers find exactly what they came to Charlotte for. And it's also where the trap is.
Look out for the trap.
Gotcha.
Now, around $600,000, buyers gain significantly more flexibility in both home size and neighborhood options. This is where most relocation buyers start focusing on the suburbs like Huntersville, Fort Mill, Waxhaw, and parts of South Charlotte.
Here's why these suburbs also are so popular, with buyers coming from other states. First, planned. Communities with great amenities, the pools, the walking trails, the playgrounds, neighborhood events. Second, it's a strong school districts, which is a major driver for relocation families. And then third, newer construction is widely available.
Yeah, homes in this range often run between 2,500 square feet and 3,400 square feet. And buyers are regularly finding out 4 and 5 bedroom homes with 2-car garages and community amenities.
Now here's the trap we mentioned at the top. Most buyers at the $600K see the home, fall in love with the neighborhood, and make an offer before even driving the commute during rush hour.
Yeah. So depending on where you work in Charlotte, many of these suburbs are about 30 to 45 minutes from uptown during a peak traffic. Right? That's the version that Google Maps doesn't really show you when you search on a Sunday afternoon. Just keep that in mind.
Right. Surprise.
Yeah.
We worked with a couple relocating from Chicago. $625,000 budget. They found a home they loved in Waxhaw. Beautiful community, great schools, everything checked out on paper. We asked them, have you driven the commute at 7:30 in the morning? They hadn't, okay? Now, if they did, they would have chosen a different neighborhood with the same budget, and it would have been a better fit. Now, that's the difference between buying a house and buying a lifestyle.
Now, who does $600K work well for? It works well for relocating families in one space, strong schools, and community amenities. Hybrid professionals who can avoid the worst part of the rush hour. And buyers who want newer construction without going too far from the city.
If you need to commute 5 days a week into Uptown during peak hours, choose your specific neighborhood very carefully with this range. Not all suburbs at this price point carry the same commute reality. You gotta do what makes sense.
Yes. Now, quick note, if you're seriously comparing these suburbs, our free relocation guide has them mapped out side by side with commute times included. Link is in the description below.
Now, once buyers move into the $800K range, the Charlotte market opens up significantly. Start seeing two very different types of buyers in this price range.
The first type wants to stay close to the city, right? Inside Charlotte at $800K, you can find larger updated homes in desirable areas like South Park, Valentine, and parts of South Charlotte. These homes range from between 3,000 to 4,000 square feet, and you're getting that location, quality, and established neighborhood energy that you've been looking for.
The second type wants maximum space and the newest products. Let's say like suburbs like Fort Mill, TK, or Waxhaw. These budgets can mean larger new construction homes, semi-custom builds, or homes in high-planned communities with resort-style amenities.
A resort. Now here's something most buyers don't expect at this price point. You are competing with buyers relocating from New York, California, Chicago, who think that they're getting a deal in Charlotte. And they're right. They are. Which means that $800,000 homes in desirable areas move quickly. If you are in this price range, being pre-approved and ready to move fast matters.
Agreed. We worked with a couple relocating from San Francisco, $850K budget. They were used to getting very little for that money back home. Here, they had a choice between beautifully updated South Park homes, 15 minutes from Uptown, or a brand new 5-bedroom semi-custom build in TK with lake views. Two completely different lifestyles, same budget. That conversation is exactly why we do consultations before buyers start buying.
Now, who does the $800K range work best for? Buyers that are looking for long-term homes in highly desirable neighborhoods. Those who want either established, city-close living or premium suburban space. And buyers focus on a strong, long-term resale value.
Now, who it may not fit. Even at $800K, commute still matters. Some of the newer premium communities are still 30 to 40 minutes away from Uptown. Location and lifestyle alignment matter at every budget level.
Now, here's what we see over and over working with relocation buyers at every price point.
At $400K, you're often choosing between location and space.
And at $600K, most buyers find the best balance between commute, home size, and the neighborhood quality, but only if they choose the right pocket.
At $800K, you start seeing real flexibility in both location and home style. But the competition is real, and you need to be ready.
If you want to go deeper on any of these specific suburbs, Fort Mill, TK, Huntersville, or Valentine, we have dedicated videos breaking down each one. The links are on the screen right now.
Check it out. Grab our free Charlotte relocation guide in the description below and schedule a consultation with us. That link is pinned in the comments. We'll walk you through your specific budget, commute, and lifestyle before you start scheduling showings. Till next time, stay blessed by the best.
Have an amazing day. Bye.